So folks, just wanted to chat briefly today about a topic that's been coming up very regularly for me in the last couple of weeks, and that is how to deal with price as an objection in the sales process. And I'm imagining already that there's a couple of folk whose blood has run cold because you're coming up against it all the time. You're too expensive. You're up against so-and-so, I can get it cheaper just down the road. Now the reality is, folks, that if we've gotten to a place in the negotiation where it's all about price, then I'm going to suggest that somewhere in the process we haven't established the value of our product, the value of our services as it pertains to the client. It's one thing for me as a salesperson to totally believe in me and be passionate about me and my after-sales service and my product, but if I'm not speaking the language of the client, if I've not connected with what is valuable to my client, I could be talking straight over their head. I might as well be whistling in a thunderstorm. Even as I give them all the facts and figures about how fast this car goes, how big the baggage capacity is, what the fuel consumption is, if none of those issues are important to the client, we're wasting time. Their time and my time. A little twist on an old proverb is that value is in the eye of the beholder. I'd like to suggest that no matter who's objecting to what, no matter what market pressures there are in our business, top salespeople are still selling a lot of business. Average people are still selling average business. May I suggest that top salespeople are obviously selling differently. And therefore the whole price negotiation thing is something that they've gotten very good at dealing with. I'd like to suggest, folks, that if we are able to get an understanding and find out from our client what is important to them long before we do our pitch or our proposal or whatever the case might be, that the concept of price as an objection will be one that we'll have to deal with less. So how's about this, folks? Ask your client, what is important to you, sir? What is important to your ma'am? What is important to you, ma'am? In purchasing this product, whatever it might be, what are you looking for? What is important to you? I would recommend, folks, that we need to be asking a lot more questions and doing a lot more and doing a lot less presentations when it comes to selling. Remember that a client's reason for seeing you in the first place is totally different to your reason for seeing them. The client's reasons for buying a product are way more important than your reasons for selling that product. I firmly believe that if we go in with an attitude of finding out more about our client, their wants, their needs, their desires, or even the pressures that are on them to make this purchase, the more questions we ask, the better information we've got, so that we can take our facts and our figures and our passion that we've got around our product, and we can speak to that information that we've gathered from the client in the asking process, so that when we do the proposal, price is no longer the focal point. Whenever price does come up, I'm the one who says to folks, other than price, what are your top two concerns? And I try and turn the conversation back into what is important to the client. The reality is, folks, I've got nothing for you, and I don't think there's any other training consultant out there that's got something that's going to take price off the table. But if we are able to get more information that pushes price a little bit to the left or the right of the table, and we can focus on what is important to our client, what is of real value to our client, they will be prepared to pay the price that we are asking, as long as we meet their needs and their desires as they see it. Hey man, totally behind you. Continue to sell. See you at the top. Go for it.